Alright, despite all our waiting, I just went to check and see if the mission would continue its scripting soon, and it will. It doesn't look like there's any countdown timer on the screen, but the Germans will attack shortly. I also jumped back in the meantime and redid the beginning of the defense to see if I could get the game to accept the fact that we had placed mines in the areas that we hadn't before. Despite placing anti-tank and anti-personnel mines in the circle areas that were indicated on the screen, it still gave me a mission failed despite anti-tank and anti-personnel mines being in those areas. And also, for example, like when we shot down that German plane earlier, it didn't register this either. So it might just be on the fact that the mission is still early and the developers can work on ironing out those bugs. I'm not here to try to show you that I'm the best gamer in the world, which certainly I'm not. And I'm also not here to show you that this game is the best game ever made, which it is. I'm just here to say that this game is really cool, actually. And I'm excited to see what the community will do in the future. Oh, this must be everybody rushing to buy it now. Good for them. Look at how cool that looks. That's incredible, by the way. I'm just making jokes, but aside, this really looks great, and I really am interested in pretty much everything Barbarossa, and really anything early German attacks from 1939 to really like early 1942 around Stalingrad, before really the Soviets won that battle. And here we have some more planes flying in. Now our anti-tank gun can't really, our AA gun really can't do much anymore of taking out enemy aircraft. It tries and tries and tries, but it just doesn't seem to shoot him down much anymore. Never mind. Well, that's 2 examples now, and still no triggering of the shoot down a plane. So, okay, well, here comes the German tanks finally. And, ooh, boy, we're trying to repair this tank, but unfortunately, I think we're going to be a little late to the party. I'm going to let him try to get that repair complete, if so we capture a Panzer III. So it's pretty important. Ooh, let's go ahead and get this tank backed up here. Want to try not to lose our light tank. Panzer III here is possible to be repaired, I believe. Nope, that's completely toast. And it looks like this tank is functioning, though, so as soon as this battle's over, we've captured some more tanks. AT rifleman sitting there right there to take a shot at the Panzer III from the side. And mortars firing, too. Alright. So forgive me, it's been a day or two since I just did this last mission, so I've forgotten where everything is, but I've kind of got a feel for it since the beginning of the mission. Panzer III's rushing towards, of course, our defensive position there. And it looks like we've almost stopped them in their tracks with the Panzer IV on the road. Pretty close to the road. Heat round ready to go. There we go. Nice hit on that one. We got to get that efficiency up on these tanks. Get some more infantry inside. But we also have infantry to deal with. The Germans still have their... Oh, wow, we weren't even facing the right way. The Germans still have their artillery here, so we could send a meme tank into the back, and by that I mean a BT-7. Objective completed. Protect the retreating convoy from the enemy. The objective is complete. Good. All right. Excellent. Retreat to the prepared line of defense. Go to the front line and take command. All right, so we've been indicated to completely retreat from this line. Germans are sending in another set of tanks, so we better get out of here. So we'll go ahead and retreat with our tanks first. The armor is much more important. Let's go ahead and get everybody over here. Get all the tanks and vehicles to line up here first. And then we'll have the AT guns and AA guns hold position. So we've been ordered to retreat, so we got to do that. Is that a 25 or a 30 millimeter? I forget. 25. No, no, no. Let's try to get in this Panzer III and see if we can wreak havoc on them. Alright, vehicles are retreating. We'll get them additional crew members as well. And we'll see if we can get them fully armed up. So now we've got the order to retreat. Unfortunate the enemy taking out that Panzer III, but we're retreating from our position, so we don't have much time to deal with it anyway. We got a little trouble here we need to stop. Get that tank out of the way. And if we can stop the Panzer IIs and IIIs from attacking us, we can get away clean. Should be able to get him with the AT rifle. Zap his ass, come on. Not sure what the hell that noise was. .45mm, got to do something against this tank. Do we have APCR? Nope. Well, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Try one of those bad boys instead. Look at that gun jump. Finally. Okay. Thought we got his ass the first time, I guess not. Alright, again. There we go. Alright, we can get out of here. Alright, we want to arm up these tanks and get them crewed as quickly as possible too, which is why I've clumped them up so we can quickly make sure everybody's got ammo. So everybody retreat as quickly as possible. Panzer III seems to be holding strong out there. Got wounded. I don't want to leave this gun. Looks like we have these transport trucks, actually. We can get everyone inside those. And see if we can transport some of the guns. We can get them off the road, though. Or onto the road. Okay, we can get one of them to carry this AT gun and the other one to bring the other one back. So we should have both guns taking care of the light gun and the AA gun. Hurry up, we gotta go. Panzers are staying right there. Okay, so as soon as we take command, it could launch another attack, which is why I haven't chosen to go there just yet. We're bringing this gun back and we'll get it repaired. Where's another, where's that AA gun? Or did we already tell it to move? I can't, oh, it's still there. Okay, good. Okay, we'll quickly swoop in and pick it up with the troops. Okay, this gun's gonna have to be carried back by these guys. Can't load it into a truck, unfortunately. Okay, we should be able to get these vehicles moving. Beautiful. Okay, let's get down the road. We'll pick up these trucks as we can. Got that mortar there. Is the mortar out of ammo? We could probably go get resupplied. This truck's going to be out of ammo quickly. Alright, let's get everybody lined up. Figure out who can get inside those trucks. This guy building defenses. Oh, it looks like the Soviets are actually adding defenses. The longer we wait, I guess, the more that they're actually building. Alright, let's pick up. See, the mortar and the machine gun have to be taken by hand, but we can at least get this AA gun here. Where is it? There it is. And we'll grab that other AT gun. There we go. Well, what a mess, but I love this. War and retreats and such are just like this, so you get the feeling of it. When I went back and I went back to play the first German mission again just to get a more feel for it, and I noticed one of the secret objectives was the Nebelwerfer that's like in the corner of the map somewhere up the, like at the top or somewhere, and I was completely surprised by it because I didn't even know that they would do secret objectives like that, which is exactly why, as I was saying before, the game is great when you play it multiple times. You learn where things are and secret objectives and different tactics, and you improve over time. Good stuff. Alright, unfortunately this one's got to be dragged all the way back. Okay, let's get everyone on the line. We're going to try to get everybody inside the circle and get all the ammunition. Oh wait, one of these guys can grab that truck there. Get the hell out of here. Oh. Truck is foobarred. Last stand against the tank, then.
Техника противника!
Oh. Wow, that's actually cool how they did that. Very nice. That's what I'd do if I were the Germans. Good for them. Alright, let's get our rest of our troops and such set up, and we'll take command over here. Let's go ahead and take command then. We've got a much bigger defense to worry about. One gun's not going to stop us when we've got tons of positions here. And lots more guns to go. Ooh, better guns. Never mind. About the same. Good stuff, though. One gun ain't going to stop us. Alright, let's set up some of these AA guns. Get them resupplied, too. Get up the hill, boys. Tanks get inside the circle. Troops, too. Get everybody ammo. Ah, you survived. Good. Take command of the troops. Just remember we didn't, whatever, they're retreating to the beach. Okay. Alright, we must use this time to strengthen the defenses. Okay, we got a green marker there. Okay, it looks like we've got ourselves a light tank gun on the left. Lieutenant is on the right flank. Evacuation of the forces from the beach is underway. Why, this is a much larger defense. I guess it's where things really truly begin. Okay, these are just transports, so let's get the trucks out of here. Yeah, too bad that other truck didn't work. We could have pretty much escaped quickly. Or maybe not. The Germans are already there. Hold until the evacuation is complete. Good. Good. Enemy aircraft coming from the west. Okay, let's set up an AA gun again. Quite. So it looks like we're just mostly in charge of the left side of the road. So we'll leave our comrade there on the right. But he could fly... I don't know. Let's pretend as if we know he's going to fold, which could be possible. Maybe it'll be one of the objectives to, like, help him out. So let's send a tank over to the right and a tank over to the left. We'll cover the road primarily. Okay, we got to get that gun up. Hold the center. We can't lose it. Absolutely. Alright, we'll get everything redeployed. I like how hastily everything is. It's such a mess. This is how the retreat actually was. So for it playing out like this, with things being confusing and with there being a mess and everything, it's not, you know, warfare is not orderly and organized. And this represents that pretty nicely. Let's see if we can set up a machine gun in the trench, block the road. Ooh, artillery. This truck's damaged anyway. Let's just leave it there. Screw it. No, no, no. Hit the deck. Mortars resupplied. That's good. Okay, well, we've taken some hits. Some of the positions have been damaged. Let's get the tanks up here. Hoorah! Okay, infantry. Let's get that. This is the machine gun ready to go again. All right, 33% of the troops loaded to the ships. Ugh. This feels like Dunkirk in a way. Now, suddenly. Can you guys get up here? I don't know if they can actually get out of the pit. Uh-oh. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Yeah, I guess we failed to shoot down a plane after shooting down 5 planes. Okay, well. It's all good. What was that anyway? Just that little supply truck that we had, I guess. Consequence for not shooting down the plane. It's alright, we got the ammo beforehand. Not gonna matter too much now. Alright, light Germans are attacking. Not too much to see here. The Germans are making their advances. And they're not doing too well. Light scouting. Let's see if we can get some stuff repaired here. In case we get hit by artillery again. Oh, Granddad survives. Son of a... Alright. Boy, they're really desperate to call on that air support. What else do we got in the rear? Looks like there's more guns and such back here. Pain in the ass to find them all. Get these troops back in here. There we go. Alright, set up that mortar. What do we got here? Random trucks, troops. Jeez, it's amazing how everything kind of blends in. It's actually difficult to see these troops sometimes. As it's kind of a new game. It's like comparing NASCAR and F1 racing. As I may have mentioned before in this game, even though it's similar to Men of War Assault Squad in many ways, so is a race car to a race track, though there is a difference between, like, for example, Formula 1 and NASCAR, just because they're cars that go around the track and have pit crews. There's many different factors that go into play there. It kind of takes a more trained eye to see. And if you've seen any of the Men of War Assault Squad or Call to Arms on the channel before, quite a bit different here. This is more gritty, and yet unforgiving. There always seems to be a way forward. In other words, taking losses as the Soviets, like we may have earlier with the AT gun, is all just part of the plan. Alright, we'll get this tank here to defend the road. Who the hell's out here? That should be a friendly plane there. Somebody's taking cover there, I guess? Okay. Alright, well, I would like to see the Germans try to attack before the Soviets really even finish their defenses. We've got a hell of a lot of troops. This is just such a cluster. I love it. It's an absolute unorganized mess. Okay, I want to see if I can put more troops in these pits. Now, this would be an interesting mission to play against a friend, where you could set up a defense and then attack. There is the frontline mode in Men of War Assault Squad, which we find to be really fun. You take turns setting up a defense, trying to break your friend's defense, and then you switch sides in order to see who can basically make the best defense and who can have the best offensive campaign too, who can break through the lines the best. And of course it takes a mix of both. Looks like the Germans are finally attacking the center. Everything else was just kind of a little scouting party. The Soviets actually dug in nicely here. What the hell, they keep... Oh wow, we actually hit something. Alright, let's try to get some more troops on this to make them more effective. So the beginning, I want to praise that beginning of the mission too. The fact that you're like ambushed and you just take whatever you can to set up a AT position and a few trenches is really cool. And this really reminds me of the Sevastopol mission as well from Men of War Assault Squad 2. This has got to take him down. Damn, we got hit twice. Still plenty of rounds in that thing. Oh, looks like the supply truck is functional. Thought he got our supply truck from before. We'll park it over here. Wow, get wrecked. That's supposed to be a friendly plane, by the way. If you look at the mini-map, it is green, so that does indicate that it's supposed to be like a Yak or a IL-2 or something along those lines. Maybe a B-52. You know, stuff the Soviets totally for sure had. Actually. Alright, 50% loaded. We got our troops going. So the troops, by the way, I'm assuming what's happening is the 50% loaded to ships means that everybody who drove by has now reached the port or the loading area and is now basically getting on board the ships to bail. And I'm also assuming there's going to be some sort of a secondary objective here. Can't believe how many of these are a little problematic. I do like, though, that the fact that we're allowed to proceed forward. I hope that's a thing that continues where if you fail an objective, you can kind of keep on going. You know, you're still... It just feels like you're still in the fight. But that could be for testing purposes. There might be a way not around that. As I mentioned, I found a Nebelwerfer in the German campaign after looking a little more thoroughly and did a little better on the German defense in the second one. That's a toughie, though. But man, is it cool. Flak 88s and such on the German side and the other missions. Make sure you check them out. Alright. Well, looks like they're attacking now. 53% loaded. German aircraft again coming in. Damn. I don't know how he hasn't been taken out, but alright. Alright, a captured, recaptured German tank there moving up. And it seems like they're just going to continue to strafe us for a while. Are they actually going to launch any sort of substantial attack? Wow, he's taking hits in the fuselage, and it looks like the cockpit too from small arms fire, and yet still flying. I'm assuming that there's going to be a huge attack coming, and this is kind of just a waiting period for the enemy to attack, but most of the defenses are already set up. If we hold Charlie, we can see all the mines and such that have been set up along the line, and it looks like AT and AP mines mixed in. The Germans are going to have to definitely cross there unless they have some sort of plan to go up the road, which seems crazy. There's just basically stragglers sitting all around here. Friendly aircraft supporting, and the Germans bailing. Interesting. They turned right around. Nope, I don't think so. Alright, so the next thing is to see if the Germans try to attack with tanks. From here on out, we should be able to hold back the infantry. We've got enough mortars and tanks up here to open up with machine guns. They just don't stand a chance, do they? He's actually smoking. Firing that left wing. That's impressive. I feel like we should move this to the middle. Maybe give it more of an opportunity to engage those aircraft. Let's see if we can push it. Nothing like using an AA gun in this game to shoot down an aircraft, too. It's something very rare in Men of War Assault Squad to even see an aircraft, let alone to shoot it down. But this feels much more improved. I don't know, the crunchiness of the camera when stuff explodes and when an aircraft gets shot down, it just feels good. We're at 64% loaded. I do like how they went with this rather than a timer. It would be cool if they used different types of things up at the top of the screen. For example, in Call of Duty, when you got to go get the... I think it's called the ASM from the mission from Modern Warfare 2, the Shepherd mission. Just basically doesn't say really time, it's more like data downloaded. So it'd be cool if there was other stuff like this where you have to defend like a fuel truck or something as it's fueling a tank. Okay, I think our guy over here is going to get popped. I don't know what this guy's doing. I think he's out of ammo. Nope. Oh, Germans don't even care. Oh, we got him. Got him in the ass. There goes the aircraft again. I feel like I'd want to move it closer to the line, but the strafing seems to be on the first frontal line. This almost feels like Kursk in a way, too. Alright, we're at 68, almost 69%. Nice. 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 Well, this is it for the Germans. I think we're just going to have to speed it up here in a little bit of time because the Germans are just taking their sweet-ass time of actually attacking. However, it seems like we've been given a secondary line, so I don't know if this is for looks or if we're actually going to be instructed to fall back. I really hope they launch an attack at like 100% or something and try to capture the port after we leave. And I hope it's like an overwhelming attack. I love how this tank is still smoking, by the way, from the very beginning. They are attacking the left flank, yeah, very lightly. A lot of people were also bringing up Sudden Strike as a series that they remember that was similar to Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg and Sudden Strike coming out in the early 2000s. Sudden Strike, I believe, was first, then followed by Blitzkrieg, which is a game that got me into Men of War, the Men of War Assault Squad, the Men of War Assault Squad 2. I really would love to see a Men of War Assault Squad 3 on the scale of, really Men of War Assault Squad, let's say 1. I really want there to be like 10 missions per faction. I want every faction in. It'll be my dream game. The Germans, the Soviets, even throw in the Italians for some bonus missions. The Italians are interesting enough to put some content in. Oh boy. Shooting down yet another aircraft. Hopefully that stops attacking us now. Perhaps the mission wasn't just to shoot down a German plane. Perhaps the mission was to shoot down all the German planes. However, the fact that we have one AT gun makes it impossible. Now the Germans just don't stand a chance against a defensive line like that. There's just too many tanks, too much AT, too many mines, and not enough of them attacking to really make a difference here. I don't even think we've seen a single tank. We've really obliterated all their tanks further down the road. Where did the Soviet trucks go when they were retreating? It looks like this was the straight road into the port just behind us. I like how we can't see it too. It makes it feel much more further away, in a way. Ah, there's a beach down here. We might actually need to go down here and maybe pull out. Kind of taking a look at the situation to see what exactly we could do if we are tasked with flanking around. And perhaps they'll bring up like a Nebelwerfer and we'll have to flank, or artillery or mortars. Oh, another aircraft. I'll be damned. Hopefully we can hit it and get it. Taking 2 hits there and a little bit of smoke. So with a little bit more polish, this game I think is going to be quite amazing. I'm really excited for you all to get your hands on it too, as many of you say that you purchase games through the channel, which is something I didn't know. This is one, though, that I must say I'm biased to. I've just been a fan of Blitzkrieg, and then, as I mentioned, Men of War and all those other games for so long. There's just, you know, I've been in the game for a long time, baby, and I just want to keep on playing, no matter what they offer me. Every little mod. In fact, this does feel, each of these missions feel like a very nice handcrafted mod from For example, Wigga or something from Rob or whatnot from the Rob's Realism mod, or also Sir Henkel, that type of thing. The community's got passion and they got patience, and so did these developers for making all this. A little confusing on those aircraft still to see like that, but still funny to see them chasing each other. Alright, when we get to 85%, if the enemy doesn't launch a large attack, I'm just going to speed things up, because at this point it's just light infantry, and there's nothing they can really do to stop us. I'm hoping this is just kind of giving us time to prepare an actual defense, which we've kind of already... I mean, we've just lightly sprinkled troops around, so there's really nothing substantial here so far. There's a hell of a lot of trenches, another wave of infantry. Let's go ahead and speed this up a bit. Let's see what the Germans bring next. I want to see tanks or something. Light infantry charges like this are kind of anticlimactic for the large defensive line that's set up. Got AT mines, AT guns. Maybe they'll bring the damn Carl mortar out, or hit us with the Carl Gustav, or the oh, I forget the big ass, the Schwer Gustav. Although I think that was actually used in the Crimea. Just listening to the sounds now. Just a little longer. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Wow, there's even a dead horse with flies around it. Impressive. When you go into the weapons list of this game, they actually do list the dead horse as like a unit. Which would actually be a really cool thing. It would be really cool if you could actually transport infantry and like wagons and guns around with horses. Not everything was transported by a vehicle. And not everything was transported by man. Sometimes you get a horse connected to something and have it pull it along. Well, no real attack from the Germans whatsoever, aside from the aircraft, which should be gone. Random strafing runs. That'd be cool if we could call those in. To enhance this mission, it would be great for us to be able to call in strikes and bombing runs. I think there needs to be tanks added here. Hold the line until the evacuation is complete. Oh, there we go. So nothing really incredible happening towards the end there. Really, it all being at the very start before pulling back. So pulling out back all those guns, we could have just basically bailed and waited before the end. But still good times. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and again, thanks for your patience and understanding on my end, and also with the developers as they make this game. It's really cool. I like it. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Goodbye.